What's up guys, it is Sam here again from Market Movers, and I know the markets are a complete mess at the moment. If you're investing in individual stocks, the chances that you are getting absolutely destroyed is actually pretty high at the moment. Most of the stocks are down. You can see down over 50, 60, 70% in some of the most popular names. So I was going to give an alternative on basically how to invest on a more conservative manner. It's something that I do myself, something that I invest into daily, and basically it just gives you a bit of a safer background and that you're not getting exposed to the massive volatility that goes on when you just invest in, like, say, the individual names. And of course, this is to do with ETF investing and basically picking some good ETFs that you can just kind of put in daily, weekly or monthly, and you can kind of forget about it, and you can just kind of buy into it gradually over time. And that's a very safe way to invest, and it's something that I do myself. So I just, with small amounts, just kind of have a daily recurring transfer going in every single day, just across basically three ETFs and one stock that I just basically put in this group as well. So guys, without further ado, I'm going to get straight into the video and explain what these are and what it's all about. So guys, the first one that I have invested in basically is an entire world market index fund. So it's basically an ETF. It's run by Vanguard. The ticker symbol for it is VHYL.L. So it's bought on the London Stock Exchange, and it is an entire world ETF. So this gives you exposure to lots of different markets, as well as like US, European, Asian. Just gives you a very broad index. And look, the rewards in this are not going to be crazy. It's not going to be like the Nasdaq going up as fast as it does, or even as far down as it does. It's basically just gives you a good average of how the entire world is doing, and gives you exposure to different markets rather than just being situated mainly in the US or even in Europe. So that is the first one that I have, and it's the first one that I have exposure to, and it's a broad market world index fund. And I'll have an image of it just there. So the second one I've gone to is basically emerging markets. So it's on the London Stock Exchange again, because it's just the one that's available on my app, Trade 212. So VFEM.L. So it's based on the London Stock Exchange, the Vanguard FTSE Emerging Markets ETF. And basically this is just for new markets, new emerging markets. Gives you exposure to stuff that you just wouldn't usually have. And I think it's a good one to get just a bit more diversification in your portfolio, is to basically go with something like this. It gives you exposure to just different markets entirely. And also, to be followed up by that, I'm also taking the staple one of the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. So the S&P 500 ETF, that is also based on the London Stock Exchange. You can find it under the ticker of VUSA.L. And so it's buying on the London Stock Exchange, and it's just mirroring the S&P 500. So like this way you're going to get a nice average from this, and it's quite a safe way to invest. And you just kind of have things going in weekly, monthly, daily, whatever suits you. You can just kind of do this. So what I have set up is what I will get into once I go on to the last one. So the last one I have here is Berkshire Hathaway. And so Berkshire is just exposed to so much stuff. It's kind of like buying an ETF, and I've always really liked Berkshire Hathaway, and I've always kind of looked to invest in it. So I kind of threw it into this group as well, just to be a bit more conservative and buying into it kind of very regularly. So that's the four that I have. So an entire world market ETF, emerging markets, S&P 500, and Berkshire Hathaway. So I have the four of these stocks set up basically into a pie. I've set up a reoccurring daily transfer, so every day money kind of gets put into this. No matter how little it is, it's going to all add up over time. So I kind of have that as a way to be defensive in the market at the moment and not to be taking on more risk. So some of the stocks that I do have are more high risk. I am trying to buy into them as well, while they have been knocked down, the ones that I really do believe in for the future. But this market is brutal at the moment. You're getting cut up wherever you go. It's very difficult to kind of get your head straight and really think that, oh yeah, I'm going to make a good decision here. because every day you see stuff going down 10-15%. It's absolutely crazy. It's not a normal market, but valuations did get pushed. Valuations just get pushed way up. And then we have massive problems with inflation around the world. We have a geopolitical crisis. So look, it's probably pays to be more defensive at the moment. And yeah, so this is the kind of approach I'm taking for the moment. I'm going to be taking more defensive approach while also trying to buy more gradually into my, say, higher risk stocks as well. But also this is going to be my main focus over the next couple of months, is just building up this side of the portfolio. Like, so let's hopefully we'll get on pretty well with this. And I will obviously be reporting and documenting how it goes. But yeah, I'm fairly confident this is a good way just to be diversified and just to be a bit more safer in this market, because yeah, no one knows what they're going to throw at us next, and it is absolutely brutal out there. So guys, I just wanted to touch on that and how I'm now investing at the moment, and I will keep you informed on how it goes as well. So guys, I hope you learned from this. Hope you might have a look at some of these index funds as well. Just remember, this is not financial advice by any means at all. You don't have to take any of this on board, and don't just do something because it's something that we've done. And look guys, enjoy the rest of the day, and I will see you in the next one. And thanks a lot for being here, and do check out our sponsors, Caffe Pompeii and also 35mm vintage. And look, be safe out there. It is a brutal one at the moment. Thanks guys.